So if you have one of these beautiful GMT 400s and you've got an issue with your speedometer bouncing around, and if you have an automatic, you may even have lost third and fourth gear. And what was happening with my truck specifically was that I was driving down the road on the highway actually, and all of a sudden it started popping out of gear and my speedo started to bounce around, and it really seemed like the transmission was slipping or the transmission was just going out. But then I did a little homework, and it turns out that if the truck does not know the output shaft speed, which could either be on the transfer case or could be on the output shaft of the transmission itself, if you've got a two-wheel drive, it cannot know what gear to be in, so it's going to be jumping out all over the place. And I think it could even destroy your transmission. And frankly, after fixing it, my transmission does not feel quite the same, but did fix it. It turned out to be one of these sensors. It's not a wheel speed sensor. It's called the VSS, the vehicle speed sensor, and it was located on the back of the transfer case. And as soon as I swapped it out, the issue was immediately fixed. They're a little bit expensive, but definitely worth it if it's a lot cheaper than a whole transmission, I'll tell you that. You can see that I've got a whole bunch of metal on mine, and I know that my output shaft sleeve is going out, so I wonder if that is coming from that, and or if this caused the sensor to misread. So I would at the very least pull the sensor and inspect it. I've also seen it where you're driving around in a lot of water, like right up to the bottom of the transfer case, and you get water in this connector or around this sensor, and it can give you false readings too. I had that last year when I was driving through a flood, and I didn't know what was going on. It wasn't until it dried out it went away. Now I know it was this thing. And this time I wasn't going through any flood. I was just driving on the highway. So if you've got issues like this, don't worry, you might be okay on your transmission. Just make sure you check that vehicle speed sensor.